Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video here on the channel. We're just pulling into Washford in Trenton World. So actually I'm just doing my first proper end-to-end of the West Somerset, and I've got I think about 20 minutes left scheduled time. Yeah, about 20 minutes. Come on. No, wrong button. Just gonna put a burst of power in. Got about a minute till we're due to be stopped in the station, and I just want to get this stop right. So yes, as I was saying, I've got a little bit of news. I've got something I want to talk about as we're doing our drive today. Yeah, ooh. So I'm just going to pull it in here, stamp on the brakes, and brake off. And I'm going to unlock the left-hand side. There we go. So I'm just going to hop up and have a look outside. I'm doing it at all the stations here, just trying to get like posters and fire buckets filled and stuff. So you can see I've got a rake of Mark 1s on the back, brown and creamer. Is it brown caramel or something like that? Washford. Poster. Fire bucket. We've not got one here. Railway Museum and Shop is open. Milk churn. Okay, I don't think that's openable, otherwise we'd go over it down and see if there's anything over there to be done. Hummus. Yeah, so anyway, news. So some of you may know, earlier in the week, well, last week now, about a week ago actually, by the time this video gets out to your faces, I went for an interview with a company you've all heard of, Dovetail Games, to help with making this game. Quite honestly, I applied about a week ago at the time of recording, so on the Wednesday I applied. Sorry, 2 weeks ago, but at the time of recording. I went down, had a Skype interview on the Friday. They had me down the next Wednesday for an interview with them. Didn't really expect to be particularly successful, just one of those things. Thought, you know what, I've given it my best shot. You know, on my personal Facebook, I thought, you know what, reasonably could have done that interview any better. Not really. Heard back the next day from Fiona, who is the person I was dealing with there, and got the job, which I still can't particularly believe. So I'm currently in the throes of sort of getting an idea when it comes to Train Sim World, playing all the DLC a lot more, looking at it from a very much a different perspective, of less from a player perspective, more from a creator perspective. So, you know, going forward, what's done quite well, what could be done a bit better, that kind of stuff. Now, what does this mean for the YouTube channel? Well, first of all, it's actually quite good in a way, because I'll be able to bring all the Dovetail stuff to you guys pretty much as soon as it comes out. But here's the big but. I do not want to express an opinion on any Dovetail products going forward. The reason for this is, especially if it's something that I've been involved in making, I don't really think I can give an honest opinion on it. And, you know, because I think whenever it's or the person who's made it, it's, War Steve, who you had a cup of tea with earlier, you just can't give an honest opinion. And it's not that I'm dishonest in any way. Well, depends who you ask. But it's more just a case of, me wanting to be comfortable in the fact that I'm not, potentially giving you guys the wrong advice. If I say you should go out and get this, I mean that. And that's sort of the main difference it's going to have, sort of in a negative-ish way. But yeah, I'm in the process of relocating down to Kent, which is just going to be mad. Gonna be mad. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. This route is really quite hilly, so speed management is something I need to get better at. I've also got some scenarios coming out in the not too distant future. They're obviously being released under the Northern Princess section of third party over at VP. That's not something that's going to change. I may make some Steam versions of my scenarios that I've made so far and release those to Steam, but my problem is my current Steam account name isn't Northern Princess. It's set up as LES 196 because of requirements from Aspirant. Also, this window looks like it's got messier as the journey's gone on. I'm going to reload the scenario at the end and check whether that's kind of cool in a way that the window's got messy from like flies and stuff hitting it as we've been driving, but I'm not sure enough. If I No, I don't think it did. Let's run that. So we've got 700 yards till a 10 limit, so yeah, I'm letting the speed get away again, but I'm just, because I'm talking, like, you know, more talking, less paying attention to what the train's doing. But I have to say, from what I saw, I'm really quite excited for this. I'm also noticing a bit of a cab swell. The cab seems to be bouncing up and down. I really like that. This is my first proper time driving the 52 in TSW since I've got it. I've done a sort of quick spin in it, I think, when it first came out, but apart from that, I haven't done really all that much. Let's just grab a screenshot. Oh, I'm sorry again. Yeah, I'm not. This isn't going to be a high scorer at all. I'm just accruing points as when I can. Okay, 100 yards to that 10. Bit of break. Yeah, okay, I'm not getting that down in time. I'll hold it in the release position. So I believe these are vacuum brakes on this train. Basically, train brakes work one of two ways. Vacuum braking, so you use air pressure to pull the clamp away, if you like, from the wheel. Or air brakes, which is, you just use air pressure. Yeah, you use a vacuum to suck it away. You generate a vacuum to sort of pull it away, or you use compressed air to push it away. The idea then being, if something cuts that airline and you don't have any pressure, the train just won't move, and you won't have a case of a runaway train. Unless, of course, EWS something on 67003. Welcome to Blue Anchor. 4 minutes early on arrival. Not a bad show. So we're just going to bring the train in. Just check the arse end is clear. Yep. I'm going to get up and go walkabout. But I'm not sure how I feel about the posters, but okay, bit of a wall, that's fine. Just having a look around. I really do like this DLC in general. We've passed the 33 going the other way, so I'm not sure when I see any other trains. It would be cool to have access to the signal box. Especially, as and when they bring multiplayer out to the game. Oh. You are hiding, Mr. Milk Churn. I've definitely not got all the Milk Churns. I'm going to do probably a few more runs and find the rest of them, but... Yeet. I've got about 4 minutes till it's time to go again. Really nice. Yeah. I do, again, with the 52, I think they've really captured, well, I know I said I wouldn't give an opinion, but I've not started yet, so I'm not, I'm going to give one last opinion, I guess, on this product. I really like sort of how they've captured really sort of an airy feel to the 52 cab. I think the other cab should be a lot cleaner, potentially, if we go back there, because I think we're going to do a shunt when we get to Minehead, which is 2 stops. Away. One of the cool things is you can also in the 2 cam you can open and close things. Sorry, the 3 cam, so you can fly down the train and do stuff. So these just these are just old out of service coaches. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think this might be just some carriage sidings. Oh, that'll connect to the main line as well, so some just old out of service carriages that are probably used as restaurants now, or storage. But yeah, what I mentioned with the 3 cam, I'm just noticing features of the train sim will the more I play the game, is something like that I can do, or you on a lot of the preserved lines, you see the guards, sort of like some platform staff running down the platform, just slamming open doors closed. Or you can see I'm just doing stuff to keep myself busy here. You can drop it down, so you can go to a Buckeye coupler, which is that, or you can drop it down and you revert to the standard hook coupler, and the buffers on the coach extend somewhat more. You can see these are coupled together using Buckeyes, I assume. But yeah, it's just a cool little thing there. Yeah, Buckeyes, see? I'm quite sleepy today. I was up late on doing a patrol last night. There's actually a video coming from that patrol. Because I was on duty for like 4 hours last night doing police stuff. And it was we did the warrant takedown. I was involved in 2 shooting incidents. Well, it was me doing the shooting, but yeah, it was just a really fun shift. I've got a video coming, I say, from the warrant. I just need to get it edited again because the editing software crashed the last time I did it, and I just thought, you know what, I've not got time now. I need to jump on and do stuff. Dunster on next stop, 7 minutes, 1.8 miles. I always like this to make it sort of some thrash, just as we move off. Just because that is what drivers on preserved lines are generally very good at, not speeding, but making lots and lots of noise. As soon as the tail end of the train gets over, we should be good. I'm actually going to use the straight brake for it. Because the straight brake is on and off quite fast. There we go. Speed limit change. Straight brake released. It's interesting there's only clag coming from one of the exhausts, even though both engines are revving. Because I did try and drive on one engine earlier, but it was actually quite difficult, because the train's definitely designed to run with both running. So you've got the control switches there, so that's the engine start-stop. As I say, this isn't me driving to nail speed limits, this is me driving just to enjoy the game and test out it'll. I walked 66.5 kilometres with Pokemon my phone last week. That's a lot of stuff I'm getting. 8 rare candies, perfect. Can use that to top Feebas up. I've been grinding Feebas, well, quite literally grinding, but in Pokemon Go, my Feebas just needed... I've got the objective to evolve a Feebas, so I'm just given it 86 candies. Well, so it's got 86 candies and need 100. So I need to walk another 14 times 5. So, well, about another week really. And then I've got it there. I'm actually really quite... But yeah, as I say, what's been going on lately has been really quite sort of terrifying, but in a good way. Because, you know, I've never really had this level of sort of trust placed in me, if you like, as much as I'm not in a position where I'm the only one doing something at the same time. There's a lot more of a wider audience for my actions, shall we say. And that's, you know, with the dovetail thing, that is just a throttling on mode. But, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to what the future holds. And I think as well, you know, I worked in a contact centre for a big company called Serco. And one thing I didn't realise until I left is how much of a number that place did on my self-confidence and my confidence in my ability to do things. You know, when I worked there, I generally felt as though I was just completely incompetent, couldn't do anything right. And now I still get some stuff wrong, but I'm getting better. You know, and I'm being more responsible. Not fully, but, you know, a bit better. I'm actually going to try and use the straight brake for this approach. I'm not sure what the keybinds are for it, so I'm just going to... Yeah, I've got a 1 minute 45 till we're due in. We've got the 10 limit and 200 yards. It's actually at that way you can see it there. It's a mainline style 10. I would say that, again, I've never driven a 52, so I can't really say. But I would say that is a little bit of a strange handling dynamic. £2 an hour over the limit, come on. Yeah, looks like I'm almost at 10. Always go blast on the horn approaching these crossings because there isn't actually a barrier on them, as you'll see when we drive past. So, see? No barriers, so... I also don't know when the game does that. That's something I'm going to ask about, I think. 100 yards, about 12 seconds. Again, I just ease into the station. That crane truck is everywhere. No one told me about that 5. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's as good as in. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And reverser can go to neutral. Let's do our usual party trick. Hop out, have a wander. There'll definitely be some stuff over in that shed, but we don't have time to go over there. We're done stuff. Next up, my head, which is our final stop on this run today. Boop. And I think you can mend broken fences on this route as well. I've not paid too much attention. This is the BG coach. It's the... Well, that's the guards compartment, which is actually quite cool because you can't open... Oh, that's the door. That handbrake works, and you can sit in the guard seat. Which is quite cool. Okay, I'm coming! Driver, coming through! Coming through! It's not quite a ladder to get into this thing, but yeah, so one of the good things about this is you can make rough assumptions of how fast we're going to be travelling. So that's 1.6 miles, got about 7 minutes, and we're going to be averaging at, let's say, 20 miles an hour. So that means it'll take us an hour to do, so it'll be a 20th of an hour, which is about 3 minutes to cover a mile and a half at 20, if that's our average speed. Says Matteo. Yeah, I'll always give blast on the horn crossings, because especially when there's one next to a station like that. Rip. Step 5, let's go. So again, that's just a little siding there. What was that, a little loco cripple siding or something? So we had like wheel flats in a coach, we could get the passengers off, shove it in there, go back and get the rest of the train, and then come and get it at the end of the day when we're not going to be impacting the timetable. Always like to give some noise. And dropping the power off. Something like that. I actually need to go and do some commendations for ARP stuff, because we did an awesome patrol last night. But before the patrol we did some civ training. And I just thought, I'll jump in, because I can always do with brushing up my civ skills. And I was with one of the members, and we went over, pulled up, and she went, right, what would you do for a scene here? I was like, giving it a bit, trying to think about it. And she was like, see this parking meter? You could have a call if someone's beating up a parking meter trying to get the money out. And I was like, oh yeah. In the Da Vinci Code, where you just sees the letters coming out, the numbers coming out of the page. It's a bit like that. Yeah. But no, to be honest, I've had a pretty good few days. But my brain's just being my brain, and it's one of those things. It's very easy to go, oh, life's shit, but then you go, well, actually, I've had a few, good moments over the last few days, and a lot more than I've had in a long time. So I can't really complain, can I? as we're on our final approaches now into Minehead. Yeah, 300 yards to go. I'll just brake using the straight brake. I'm actually quite liking using the straight brake. A lot easier for slow speed stuff. Because when you're waiting for the the full train brake to release, it's quite a challenging thing to manoeuvre with. That's one of the things I find difficult about this. Is no actual 10 board, I don't think. That is Kansai AWS, I believe. I was actually watching Squirrel streaming this route the other day. He got a little bit confused, bless him. Bit of flashing white, which would be for this, so I'll do another blast. Which is like, I'm rolling slow, but I'm coming through. Meep, meep. Another 52. If that's Western Champion, I'll cry. There's been a really good scenario, but a duplication of stock at this point, I'd just be a bit upset. Minehead signal box. Well, 2 minutes to wedge in, having the doors open. So if you look, we've been pretty much spot on time. Well, we're 7 seconds late there. 4 minutes early, so you can tell. You know, we've been doing quite a good run. In 7 seconds, you know, unless you're somewhere incredibly busy, 7 seconds is not a lot at all. Mind you, though, when I travelled down to Dovetail, I went through St Pancras Thameslink. Oh my god, that's busy. I had 12 car trains rolling in. Then I got off my train, I was in the rear coach. Got up, looked back through the tunnel, and there were 2 trains already queuing to get in. I was like, holy cow. This is transport on a new scale. 6 Charlie 81, so he's a low speed freight. Western Campaigner, good. I'm going to pull forward a bit further actually. I'm not sure how to expect me to run around with Western Campaigner blocking the line. I'm sure I'll find out. Do that, we're going to probably just end up taking Western Campaigner with us. Let's get pulled in 40 seconds ahead of time. Yeah, see it once, uncouple 7, stop. Oh, I said Revenge takes into the headshot, that's fair enough entirely. Just keep not doing that. Hey. Oh wow, we had a lot of passengers on board. That was a lot. A lot of them are twins as well. Hey sir, train's out of service. Yeah, just do the whole thing that they normally do where they walk down the, well the guard normally does it where he walks down the train. To check for, close the doors actually. Okay, I've done the first coach guard, you can do the rest. weird. That's a slam. That's a slide. Interesting. The different coaches? Don't think so. Oh no, it's got the lav at the end, so it might be because there's a lav. That's a slam door. Don't know really. Okay, we've got the doors. Got half the nocturnes done. It's a shame you can't. So I'll just be standing in the cab to do it. No. God damn it. Also got cool stuff to do with the refueling down here. Built in 1963 in Splendid. That's nice. Just going to have to shoot forward slightly. I don't know why, when you run Light Loco you get such a different feel. Again, that's really good actually. It just feels a lot different and I don't know why. I don't know if it's subconscious or what, but Light Loco feels different and strange and new. Oh well. Return to free run. So I got my points for that. I'm doing an explore around here. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video, folks. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And we shall see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye for now.